Welcome, dear listener, to the tranquil realms where dreams and reality blend seamlessly as we embark on a gentle voyage through the skies in Chapter 1, Drifting Off, Setting the Foundations. Imagine yourself lying on your back, gazing up as the sky transitions from a vivid dusk to a deep twilight hue. Above, the stars begin to twinkle, casting a soft glow on the world below. As you breathe deeply, your mind begins to soar among the clouds, drifting effortlessly towards the wonders of flight. Here in the quiet of the approaching night, the air is cool and calm, perfect for exploring the delicate dance of aerodynamics. Let the sound of a distant bird's wings fluttering in a slow, rhythmic pattern soothe your senses. These wings, beating in harmony with the breeze, illustrate the first principle of flight: lift. Notice how effortlessly the bird ascends, supported by the air beneath its wings, mirroring how airplanes, despite their size, gracefully take to the skies. Feel your thoughts lighten as if lifting from your mind, just like the bird floating higher and freer. As our journey progresses, picture a pair of butterflies spiraling softly around each other in a playful display of aerodynamic finesse. Their thin wings, almost translucent against the backdrop of the night sky, manipulate the air in delicate ways that scientists study to understand flight mechanics. Each flutter, each spiral sends ripples through the air, crafting currents that are as intricate as they are invisible. Let these serene visions guide you deeper into relaxation, setting the perfect foundation for our journey through the physics that allows creatures great and small to conquer the skies. With each slow, steady breath, feel yourself drifting further into a dreamlike state where the mysteries of flight are unraveled in the whispers of nature. As you continue to float in this serene expanse, allow the tranquil imagery to lull you closer to a peaceful slumber, knowing that with each chapter, we'll glide smoothly into deeper understanding and calm. In Chapter 2, titled First Flight, Learning the Basics of Air, we embark on a gentle ascent into the sky's embrace, floating amidst the whispered secrets of the air that surrounds us. Imagine a field early in the morning, a delicate mist hovering just above the wildflowers, the sun casting a pale glow over the horizon. Here the air is crisp, ready to teach us its first lesson about flight. As the chapter unfolds, we visualize the delicate wings of a newly awakened butterfly. It flutters, preparing for its first dance with the breeze. Each wing beat is a soft symphony, introducing the fundamental physics of lift and air pressure. As the butterfly ascends, carried by currents only it can sense, we delve deeper into how these invisible forces cradle the essence of flight. The narrative transitions smoothly from the miniature ballet of the butterfly to the grander scale of human achievement in aviation. We find ourselves next to the pioneers of the skies, feeling the anticipation as the first airplane prepares for its maiden journey. The engines hum a lullaby of human ingenuity, while propellers slice gently through the dawn air. With each explanation of aerodynamic principles, such as Bernoulli's principle and the importance of wing shape, the scene provides a calming, almost hypnotic visualization of air transforming from an invisible canvas to a powerful lift beneath wings. The chapter concludes with a scene of tranquil flight above the clouds, where the hustle of the world fades away, leaving only the serene silence of the air mingled with the soft murmur of the plain. Here, above the earthly ties, the physics of flight merges with the dreamscape, inviting listeners to drift into a restful slumber with newfound understanding cradling their dreams. In Chapter 3, The Feathered Guides Meeting the Birds, our journey through the mechanics of flight transitions to the skies, accompanied by the masters of air, the birds. Imagine soaring above a verdant forest, the air crisp and invigorating around you, as a congregation of various birds glide harmoniously alongside. Each flap of their wings seemed to whisper secrets of the sky, illustrating the dance between air currents and feathers in a mesmerizing display of aerodynamics. As the gentle narrative unfolds, we observe a majestic eagle, wings outstretched, harnessing the power of thermals to ascend without a single flap. This effortless rise is explained through soft-spoken words detailing how warm air rises from the earth, inviting the eagle to spiral upwards in a serene ballet. Glide further into the chapter, and the focus shifts to a tiny hummingbird, its wings a blur of motion. This tiny aviator demonstrates the physics of vibrating wing movements, creating gusts of wind that allow it to hover and dart with precision. The narrative delves into the principles of lift and drag, communicated in a whispering tone meant to soothe and intrigue. As night descends, owls take the stage. With a whisper-quiet flight, they exemplify the adaptation of feather structure that facilitates silent hunting, allowing them to approach their prey unnoticed. Such serene observations are punctuated by calming descriptions of the landscape below, seen through the eyes of these nocturnal navigators. The Feathered Guides Meeting the Birds provides not just a lesson in flight, but an ethereal experience, wrapping complex theories in a tranquil narrative cocoon. It's an invitation to dream with your eyes open to the skies, lulling you into a state of peaceful scientific curiosity as you drift towards slumber. Chapter 4, Soaring Above the Clouds. Exploring vertical limits invites you on an ethereal ascent into the heavens. Picture, if you will, a world above the world, where the air is thinner and the horizon stretches infinitely. As we climb higher, let the steady whisper of the wind be your guide through this aerial realm. Imagine the gentle buoyancy that carries a dandelion seed, its delicate tendrils catching the breeze, floating effortlessly over verdant fields. This same mystical force cradles the mightiest of eagles as it soars, wings spread wide against the cerulean sky, mastering the art of the invisible currents. Here in the tranquility of the skies, we explore the wondrous principles of flight. Each beat of the eagle's wings demonstrates an intricate dance with aerodynamic forces, lift, drag, and the ceaseless pull of gravity. Consider how these natural laws, constant and unyielding, govern all that flies. From the tiniest insect blinking through the air to the expansive wings of an aircraft slicing through clouds. Marvel at the synchrony of forces that must align for flight, not just the physics, but the dream of it, the pure desire to rise above, to see the world from a place of quiet and calm. Imagine the clouds parting gently as we move amongst them, revealing glimpses of the earth far below, a tapestry of greens, blues, and the winding silver of rivers catching the sun. This chapter, like a lullaby, leads us through the serene mysteries of the sky. It is an invitation to look up, to dream, and to discover the bounds of human ingenuity and the simple joys of nature's flight. As you let your mind drift with this flowing narrative, may you find yourself drifting too toward restful slumber, cradled by the quiet beauty of a world above the world. In Chapter 5, Dance of the Breezes Understanding Air Currents, our journey floats on a delicate breath of air, swirling around the silken threads of dreams and the physics that cradle them aloft. Picture, if you will, the gentle undulations of a quiet valley where breezes are born from the whispers of nature. As these breezes stir, they weave through the crests and troughs of the landscape, dancing an ancient choreography dictated by the warming sun and the cooling earth. Imagine a single feather, released from the lofty perch of an eagle's nest, embarking on an unseen river of air. It twirls and dips as if cradled by an invisible hand, showcasing the ballet of buoyancy and gravity. Here in these soft-spoken moments, we can begin to comprehend the allure of flight and the silent forces sculpting its path. Each gust of wind, each rising thermal, carries with it the dreams of Icarus, now made tangible through our understanding of air currents. This soothing narrative floats onward to the brief flutter of a butterfly's wings. Consider how such fragile wings disturb the air just enough to sustain flight, illustrating the principle that even the smallest air movement can support life's dance. Further, as we drift above, the mighty engines of an airplane engage in this same eternal waltz, lifting the steel bird through turbulence and tranquility with equal grace. As our chapter closes, let your mind glide peacefully over this seascape of knowledge, each concept a wave gently lapping at the shores of your consciousness. Here in the dance of the breezes, we nestle into the cozy embrace of understanding, where dreams and reality converge through the magic of air currents. Under the starlit sky of curiosity, may you drift into slumber, cradled by the soothing rhythms of the air, just as a leaf might rest upon a calm, reflective pool. In Chapter 6, Night Sky Navigation, Guided by the Stars, we venture further into the enigmatic embrace of the nocturnal heavens. Picture yourself floating gently above the world, where the air is crisp and the profound silence of the night wraps around you like a soft, velvety blanket. High above, the stars twinkle in a boundless black sea, a celestial map spread vast and wide. Here in the serene solitude of the sky, we find guidance in the glimmering constellation patterns that have navigated dreamers and explorers through time. Imagine the constellations as intricate artworks painted with light, each star a brushstroke of history and myth. Cassiopeia, the queen of the night sky, sits elegantly on her throne, while Orion, the hunter, proudly displays his belt, three dazzling stars lined in perfect harmony. As our flight traverses this starlit landscape, we learn how ancient travelers revered these patterns, not only for their beauty, but for their directional truths. They charted courses across unknown waters and trackless deserts, guided solely by the starry quilt overhead. The subtle physics of flight blends seamlessly with this celestial navigation. Like a bird calibrating its journey across continents, pilots and dreamers alike use the stars to steer their course through the dreamscape skies. The narrative glides softly from the science of aerodynamics to the poetic dance of cosmic light, each concept explained with a whisper, enriching your understanding while soothing you towards a peaceful slumber. The night sky, a vast ocean of wonder, invites us to glide peacefully under its protective gaze, guided by the timeless light of stars. As you drift closer to sleep, let the constellations cradle your dreams, safe in the knowledge that the sky's embrace is both a journey and a tranquil destination. In Chapter 7, The Quiet Above Experiencing the Calm, we ascend into a realm where the world's tumult fades into a whisper, and the vast, serene blue embraces us with tranquil arms. As we continue our journey through the dreamlike understanding of flight, this chapter invites you to float amidst the clouds, drifting gently on the soft currents of air. Imagine yourself lying back on an unseen bed of warmth, surrounded by the gentle coo of the breeze, watching the dance of leaves and feathers above. The physics that grant this serene suspension are as tender as they are enduring. Here, in the quiet above, we observe the subtle ballet of butterflies, their wings a delicate tapestry of nature's intricate design. Each flutter, seemingly effortless, is a testament to the sophisticated principles of aerodynamics. Their flight, as soft as the murmur of a lullaby, guides us further into a calm scientific introspection. As we sail higher, the quiet becomes profound, and the powerful mechanics of an airplane's lift whisper to us. The wings carve through the blankets of air, each particle swept and swirled in the artistry of physics, creating a cradle of support, pushing the craft into the embrace of the sky. Here, amidst the lofty heights, the noise of the world below transforms into a distant hum, allowing the heart to beat in rhythm with the silent music of the cosmos. Nature's own aviators, from the tiniest insects to the grandest birds, each play their part in this celestial symphony, contributing soothing tones to our sleepy serenade under the stars. As the chapter closes, we are left suspended in the tranquility of knowledge, our dreams cradled by the science of the skies. The chapter's gentle narrative ensures that as you drift closer to sleep, you're held aloft by both understanding and wonder, cushioned by clouds and lulled by the lure of flight. Chapter 8. The Physics of Dreams, Possibilities Unbound. Imagine, if you will, floating effortlessly through a serene expanse of sky where the rules of gravity seem gentle and the breeze whispers secrets of flight. In this chapter, we delve into the enchanting domain where physics meets the surreal, the very essence of dreams unbound by Earth's hold. Here, the flutter of a butterfly's wings isn't merely a small ripple in the air. It's a dance of dynamics, creating patterns that can stir the calmest of airs into a tapestry of invisible swirls. Let your mind drift along with these delicate creatures whose ease in the air belies the complexities of aerodynamics at play. Transition gently, then, to the loftier realms of human ingenuity, the airplane. Feel the soft hum of the engine as if it were a lullaby, guiding the massive structure to rise gracefully into the clouds. It's here among the cotton-like formations that the principles of lift, drag, and thrust converge in a soothing symphony of scientific marvels. Be lulled by the thought of air, flowing like tranquil waters over and under the wings, holding aloft tons of metal in a tender embrace with the sky. As our journey through the clouds carries us, ponder the airplanes soaring overhead, guided by the invisible hands of aerodynamic forces, free from the earth yet obedient to the laws of physics. This dreamlike voyage through air and whim is your invitation to let go, to allow the whispers of the wind and the lure of flight to cradle you into a tranquil sleep. For in dreams we are liberated from the ground, unbounded by the possible, soaring beyond the realms of what is to explore what could be. Here in the physics of dreams, every flight is a gentle journey through whispered possibilities, each bearing the promise of serene slumber and enlightenment, softly nestled within the clouds. Chapter 9. Preparing for landing, coming back to Earth. As our flight through the veils of sleep and the sky nears its gentle conclusion, we prepare for the descent, easing from the floating realms of dreams back to the soothing embrace of Earth. Imagine, if you will, feathers brushing against soft clouds, the tranquil ballet of leaves spiraling down from sleepy trees. The physics of our descent is a quiet symphony played by the elements of air and gravity, harmonizing to bring us safely home. Our journey through the physics of flight has been like a lullaby, where each scientific truth tucks us deeper into the cradle of understanding. The wings that carried us, whether they belong to the delicate butterfly or the robust airplane, begin to fold, resting from their dance through the skies. As we approach the familiar, yet always miraculous touch of the ground, let the slow, deliberate path of our landing remind you of leaves which do not plummet but rather sail gracefully, choreographed by the breeze. We savor the final moments of flight, each second a soft whisper of air, each gentle dip a note in our dreamlike descent. And just like the birds that lower themselves onto branches with a final artful swoop, we too are about to alight into the world we know, transformed by the dreams we have flown through. Let the last whispers of wind sing you a lullaby of safe arrival as we touch down back into the cradle of our beloved Earth, carrying with us the serene knowledge of the skies. Chapter 10. Awakening Refreshed, Remembering the Flight. In the tender embrace of the early morning, when the sun peeks shyly above the horizon and bathes the world in a soft golden light, our journey through the enigmatic realms of flight finds a gentle awakening. As you stir from your dreams, remember the graceful dance of a butterfly, its wings catching the light, demonstrating nature's delicate balance of strength and fragility. Recall the whisper of leaves rustled by the passing breeze, a silent testimony to the invisible forces at play around us. Ponder the effortless climb of an eagle, riding thermals higher and higher into the azure expanse, embodying freedom and command over the vast skies. Reflect upon the sophisticated engineering of an airplane, a human-made marvel that harnesses these same principles of aerodynamics to traverse vast oceans and continents, bringing us closer to the farthest reaches of our dreams. Let the knowledge of air currents, pressure differentials, and the intricate dance of lift and drag linger in your waking thoughts, a soothing reminder of the night's voyage through the clouds. As the day begins, carry with you the calm and curiosity inspired by our nocturnal flight through the chapters of aerodynamics, and let it color your day with wonder and a whisper of that quiet, dreamlike voyage through the serene skies.